Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode on my podcast, Monday Morning News. Last week of April, a blink, and we are already done with 4 months of a new year. I just cannot process the speed in which our days are passing by. Have you ever wondered or sat for a moment and thought, this is all life is about? If we count our days in this world with an average lifespan of 60-65 years, we hardly have around 25 to 30,000 days here. And according to me, this shouldn't be scaring me. It should push me to make my days countable, my life here memorable, and to spend my days here spreading love and kindness and earning beautiful relationships to make more people smile and happy. Having said that, one of the most important relationships in our life comes when we marry our partner. For some, it's love, for some, it's age old arranged pattern. But however be the system, the topic for today is how far it has impacted our freedom and decisions post wedding, especially for women. Many a times, even the basic freedom to choose the groom or bride is not there, but let's keep that aside for maybe another topic. After all the glitz and hangama of the wedding is done and we settle down to normalcy, does our freedom retain that normalcy? I'm sad to say that even in this era, no. In many cases, no. I know many people in my close circle who are not given the freedom to work. Even if they were working before marriage, post wedding, they are expected to take care of the home.
ஏண்டி என்ன தைரியம் இருந்தா என்கிட்டயே வேலைக்கு போறேன்னு சொல்லுவேன். இந்த ஐடியா உனக்கு யாரு கொடுத்தா?
And to add on, if there is a child, then it is portrayed as if taking care of the kid is the mom job. Sometimes I wonder there was a pause button pressed somewhere in their lives and they haven't sensed the reality yet.
புருஷங்காரன் சிந்திக்கணும், பொண்டாட்டிங்கிறவாத ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். புரியுதா? இது எத்தனை?
2.
இது
1.
ரெண்டையும் சேர்த்தா
3.
இல்ல 4.
2 1 3 தாங்க வரும்.
அது பள்ளிக்கூடத்து கணக்கு. இது புருஷன் கணக்கு. புருஷன் சொன்னா 2 1 4. இப்ப சொல்லி எத்தனை?
4.
இத நீ கடைசி வரைக்கும் ஃபாலோ பண்ற. அப்படி ஃபாலோ பண்ணேனா பீச்சுக்கு பக்கத்துல கண்ணகி சிலை இருக்கு பத்தியா? அங்க ஏன் பொண்டாட்டியும் பத்தினின்னு உனக்கு ஒரு சிலை வைப்பேன். இதுல நீ ஏதாச்சும் மிஸ் ஆன அப்படியே கண்ணம்மாப்பட்ட சுடுகாட்டுல கொண்டு வச்சு உன்னை உசுரோட சமாதி ஆக்கிடுவேன். புரியுதா? டோர் லாக்.
2 episodes back, we spoke about the expenses involved in education and the dent in our pockets that we should be prepared for. So, how blissful it would be if there were 2 incomes. One income, maybe you can spend on essentials like education and healthcare, and the other income can be used for savings or even going on vacations when you crave for a break from all the hustle and bustle. Or even if the guy is filthy rich and a single income is more than enough to raise the family, I believe a woman should be financially independent. My mom was a housewife. If she needed money to go to the temple or to get an ice cream for herself, she had to ask my dad or me and my sis after we both started working. So what did my mom do while raising me? She kept telling again and again and again, you should not get succumbed to the kitchen like me, and you should be independent to make your choices in terms of your needs. That stayed at the back of my head. And after I started working, I started giving my mom some money for herself. It could be for her savings, for the puja items while visiting the temple, for getting herself her favorite ice cream or chocolate, or anything silly that she wanted. But that's her money. I don't ask her what she did of it. It's hers. Speaking of which, how many women have this freedom? I can guarantee there are still men and the groom's family who do not entertain the girl supporting her own parents after marriage. As per the rule set up decades back, the boy child will take care of the parents when they are old. Okay, then what about houses like mine, where we are 2 daughters? In fact, one of the conditions that I laid before starting to talk to the prospective groom was I will take care of my mom and dad even after marriage. My husband was okay to it then and now. But what about the families where the groom has a problem with this? I know many girls who wish to provide for their parents and do it without their husband's knowledge. Looks like a crime, right? Till date, my husband doesn't ask about a single penny that I spent, be it on my parents or myself. And in turn, what do? I respect him by telling him the details of my spends without him asking for it. Freedom is not just in terms of money. It's typical Indian household mentality of the majority of the families that the girl can do anything after the marriage. I remember when we planned for a trip to Goa with my friends, one of my friends' mom was saying, "You girls going alone to Goa? Not at all possible. You can do whatever you want after your marriage with your husbands, but now I won't allow." So, what is the issue here? The place or the fact that it might impact your conduct certificate during the groom hunt? If it's the place, there should be a problem even if I go with my husband, right? Dressing, freedom of dressing. My mom and dad, typical Indian mentality, no short dresses.
தமிழ்நாட்டு தமிழச்சியே சேல உடுத்த தயங்குறியே செந்தமிழ்நாட்டு தமிழச்சியே சேல உடுத்த தயங்குறியே நெசவு செய்யும் திருநாட்டில் நீச்சல் உடையில் அலைகிறியே கணவன் மட்டும் காணும் அழகை அடைகள் போட்டு காட்டுறியே செந்தமிழ்நாட்டு தமிழச்சியே சேல புடுத்த தயங்குறியே நெசவு செய்யும் திருநாட்டில் நீச்சலுடையில் அலைகிறியே.
But after marriage, my husband was cool enough to say, if you're comfortable and if you are confident to carry yourself, then I don't have a problem. And I wore a short dress after marriage for the first time in my life. My dad gave me a look from top to bottom. And I told my mom, Sharath is okay with it. And her response, if he doesn't have a problem, then why should we have? So is the problem here the dress or the marriage certificate, which is a prerequisite for freedom of dressing? But unfortunately, many women get married to a family who wouldn't respect their freedom, and especially after marriage, it's more of you are a wife and daughter-in-law of this home. Keep that in mind attitude. So, throughout their life, a woman's freedom of choice lies in the hands of some A, B, C, or D. There are still women who are restricted to go out with their friends after wedding. I agree, after marriage, there is additional responsibility of running the home, and if you have kids, then they have to be attended to as well. I agree. So, giving that the least priority and partying with friends, that's something we have to think over. But otherwise, once in a month or two, reasonable, right? And the irony is, most of the men will still have time to travel with friends or enjoy their Sundays with the cricket buddies. Okay, friends, you have a problem. But what about a girl going to her own parents' house? That's her identity. That's where she came from. They have sacrificed their entire life raising her, and during their old age, you draw restrictions to even meet them? How cruel is that? I know people for whom meeting their own parents is a luxury, which is again at the discretion of their partner's wish.
புருஷன் ஒவ்வொரு நிமிஷமும் என்ன பண்றான்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்டி, அவதான் பொண்டாட்டி.
So, a few takeaways from this episode. First of all, husband and wife should be a team. One can never restrict nor grant freedom. There's no slavery here. Be true and respect each other. I might have to go on dinners with my colleagues as part of meet and greet, but I will call and tell my husband, I am going with so and so. The dinner is from this time to this time. I will come by auto, and if it's getting late, can you please pick me up? Will you be able to manage the baby, or should I stay back from this dinner? When I reach, I will message him saying I reached this hotel. And I will share my live location when I start back from the hotel. This is not out of fear, nor my husband has trust issues. But these are little things that we can do to make them feel valued as well. Respect each other's space. Yes, husband and wife, teamwork, etc., etc., etc. But again, two distinct individuals. So give each other the space to things that we like as an individual. So give each other the space to do things we like as individuals. When your partner seeks for some space, respect it and value each other's needs. If your wife wants to work, support her. If she doesn't want to by choice, it's okay. It's still her choice. Respect that. Marriage is an institution that needs a lot of hard work and effort from both sides. It's very easy to say compatibility issues, so I'll end this relationship. But it takes a lot of hard work to make it a bliss. Like they say, marriage is hard, divorce is hard, and you choose your hard. Thank you for listening to this episode, and I hope you liked it. Request you to subscribe, like, and pin your comments on this episode. I will be back again next Monday with another episode of Monday Morning News. Until then, spread peace and take care. Lots of love to all of you.